Hi everybody, welcome to morning coffee break. It's a little warm out here, so it's not raining right now, but it's supposed to. It has been raining. So I thought I would take a walk and just peek at the garden here. Something's been digging in that bed over there. I still don't see any bunches of broccoli. I don't know if it's just growing super slow because it's cold. The beets look okay, collards look okay. These collards look fine. I need to eat some of them. And mustard greens is actually growing a little bit. Back there, that one. And I can see these radishes are bigger. Let's see them. That one right there is pretty big. See right down here, look at that. So we're ready to eat some radishes next salad we have. Let's see, squirrel's been digging in here, looking for something for his nuts that he hid. He or she. So let's take a little walk. We'll go inside. How's everybody doing this morning? I'm okay, but my hip's hurting. So I thought this walk might help it a little bit. Hadn't been able to for a few days because it was so cold. And obviously we were supposed to have snow, but it must not have got cold enough. Hear the train. Don't see any birds. I see they got their roof done. It looks great. Looks like they're going to need gutters now. There's no gutter on this side. I guess they'll have that done next. You gotta have some gutters. When we had our roof put on, we had these gutters put on too. It's a good feeling when you get that roof when it's done. Everything's done. It's a good feeling to know you got a nice roof. I wanted all the wood replaced on our roof when they did it, but it got to be costing way more than what the estimate was. So I just told him unless it was the whole front of the roof had to be replaced on the front side. Back here, I was going to have them replace all of it, but they kept going up on the price, so I just told him unless it was, really, really bad on the back here, not to replace it. Because once you get the shingles on there, there won't be any more damage to it unless it starts leaking, it isn't leaking. It hadn't never leaked since. But I couldn't see thousands more just to put some more, just to make sure everyone's replaced. But they said that, they replaced the worst ones back here and that it would be fine, with new shingles. So I hated to do that, but couldn't afford, way more than what the estimate was. All right, I think we'll go on inside now. It feels good out here though. It's supposed to get warmer. I'll let you know about the weather in just a minute. See you inside. All righty, got my coffee. Got my snack. These were sent to us by Metal Scrapping Chick's daughter, Caitlin. We did a review on it. She sent us enough stuff for a whole show, and that was much appreciated. But these are from Aldi, Simply Nature fruit strips, wild berry. There's no fat, no saturated fat, no cholesterol, no sodium, just 12 grams of carbs, 1 gram of fiber, and just 10 grams total sugars. And it's got 2% of potassium. I thought I'd have one of these this morning. Since I'm trying not to eat as much at night, you know, when it's late, I get a little hungry in the morning. What did I do? Here's what it looks like. Very good. All right. Today's Sunday, January 31st. Currently it's 42 degrees. I knew it was warm. High today's 50. 100% precipitation. 89% humidity. 5-mile-per-hour winds. Air quality is 34. It's good. These are really good. She doesn't have all that many ingredients compared to a lot of other things. Okay. As far as Ask My Tablet, now I hadn't looked at my comments. I got up late, so there may be some questions in there. But I did the comments late last night or this morning. About 1 in the morning, I got done with them. So there may not be a whole lot of comments right now. But I need 11 more questions for Ask My Tablet. So leave them in your questions in the comment. These are just really good. The thumbnail today, if you saw the Walmart haul, the Ibotta haul, we bought one of their subs, the Super Supreme, whatever it's called. Well, this time I decided to put some tomato on there, onion, and peppers, green peppers. They already had some lettuce, like leaf lettuce. So it was just really good. And the fries were Lamb & Wesson crispy shoestring fries. And they're great. Really good. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you my plants, what's going on with them. Here's the tomatoes. Look at this. I don't know if I can pick them up. Here's the black ones. They seem to be doing the best for some reason. They're doing, of course, the Cherokees look great too, but look at this. Not lanky at all. You can see down here, these first leaves are still close to the soil. So I must have the right light intensity. Look at that. That's every bit as good as you'll buy, or better, at a garden center and pay a bunch for. These didn't cost me hardly anything to do this. There's Cherokee purples. Look at that. Those are going to make some great plants. I don't know if these will probably be too big. I don't know. I might be able to even use these. I don't know. What do you think, Joe? I know you had some you put outside. Are they still out there? Or did they get too cold or what? But I don't know if these will be what these will look like, because I'm not going to be able to plant until second week, I think, in April. I mean, as far as starting new plants. So that's quite a ways away, so I don't know what these will be like by then. Okay, remember the hydroponic mugs? That's what they're looking like so far. I don't want to spill any water. I had to, for some reason, one of these the water needed changed already. I mean, it should have lasted a little longer, but it was really discolored. I don't know why. But this one wasn't. So I hadn't had to change the water in this. I had to add some to it. This is lettuce. Here's my little eggplant. I don't know if this will make it or not, but that's the only thing that grew out of the seeds that I put in there from last year's garden. I tried some peppers and eggplants. That's the only one that grew, so I don't think I'm going to be using those seeds. There is what the sunflower microgreens are looking like, or sprouts, or whatever you want to call them. It's still got a seed on it. But they're looking good. This one little corner, for some reason, didn't grow as much, but other than that, they're looking great. And we can't forget Kitty's cat grass. Now, she ate on this yesterday quite a bit. And you can't even hardly tell it today. This is really good seeds, obviously. Look at this. She loves them. Loves them. And I went ahead and started another one yesterday in one of those a little bigger tray than this. Because that way, if she eats all these, there'll be another one started. You know, that just feels good. Like thick grass out in the yard or something. So there's a little update on my plants that I got back in my little grow room. Let me put all this in here. Now, there we go. Kitty's up on the coffee pot, looking for birds. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you today's question. And it is, are you prepared in case supplies run out again in stores? They say there's a new strain of COVID. I don't know if we surely hope it doesn't just, start getting everywhere. But you never know. There might be another panic buy with people. I'm not saying to hoard anything, but, there's nothing wrong with buying a little bit at a time and building up your stock, your emergency stockpile. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you don't have to fill a room full of it, but have enough to last several months, I would say, in case something was to happen. You just don't know what this world's like anymore. So, that's the question. Are you prepared in case supplies run out again in stores? I am. We are. Okay. Now it's time for story time. I know y'all seem to be liking it, and I appreciate that. Today, we lived on this story, I meant to mention yesterday, I think it was in Illinois we lived yesterday when I told that story. This is in Taylor, Michigan. I wasn't much older because we moved from, we moved from Illinois to Michigan, I think, and then Michigan to Pennsylvania. But I'd say I was about 13, something like that. There was a across from our house was the school we went to. I mean, we walked to school. It didn't take us 10 minutes to get there, walking. And it was right across the street. And they had a lot of property with that too, where we played on. Played football, baseball. In the winter, there would be ice form when the water would build up in certain places, and we would ice skate and play hockey. They had a big playground. So all us kids, would always meet out there and play something. Well, we were playing tag in the playground. And there was probably a good, I don't know, 10 or 15 kids, just thinking back. So we were playing tag, and somebody was chasing me. There was a slide that had a platform on top with railing around it. You could go up there and just look around, whatever. And, there could be several up there waiting to go down the slide. So whoever was chasing me. Well, I thought it'd be a good idea to run up the slide to get away from them. Hopefully they weren't as fast as me. When I got to the top, I grabbed one of the railings around the platform. They had, poles, iron, whatever, metal poles around certain points of it. And then like a railing around it, Well, I grabbed the first one I could reach on the right. When I did, it broke. So I'm going up a slide, and I grabbed this pole. Naturally, it's going to come down this way because I started going a little bit backwards. When I grabbed it, I was going to pull myself up. Well, it broke, and I can't tell if you can still see it, but anyway, it broke and hit me right in the eye, right here. I don't know if you can still see it or not. I'd probably have to have let me see if I can even see it. Okay, I don't know how good you can see this, but there's a little scar right here. That's how close it was. It's right beside my eye. I don't know if you can see that little slit right there. So, it come within, obviously, that much of hitting my eye. The one yesterday, I got hit in the back of the head with a rock that stuck in my head with a piece of slate. Today, this was my own fault, but I didn't think that, the equipment would fall apart in the school's playground. But it got me pretty good. Right, like I said, right there. It would have put my eye out if it would have been any farther. God was with me. And he was with me with all my injuries that could have been way worse in different scenarios. But all my life, pretty much, he's been with me. He's been with me all my life, really. I've been through 14 surgeries too, but that's a different story. But naturally, anywhere up here, anywhere on your head, face and stuff, there's not much skin, obviously. But, it started bleeding like crazy. It was squirting out. And it was, as I went down the slide, there was blood on the whole slide. It went all the way down the front of my shirt. Yesterday, the whole back of my shirt was. This was all down the front of my shirt. Luckily, like I said, we lived close by. My sister was there when this happened. She was playing too. So she really freaked out. She ran ahead of me, ran home. I got home. They took me to the emergency room. And they couldn't put stitches in it because it was too close to my eye. Hi, kitty. She's down here rubbing around my legs. Too close to my eye to put stitches. So they had to put the butterfly things, or butterfly, little Band-Aid thing. And they held it together. But, that could have been way, way worse. Everybody, all the kids, freaked out and everything. And they were concerned about me and stuff. Especially my sister, And so I don't think Scott was there. Let's see, Scott would have been about, maybe 6 years old at that time. But naturally, you know, my parents probably, I guess they contacted the school, but they went out there and fixed that right away. Put, you know, I don't know if they put a whole new platform on or what, but they checked it all out and replaced that one that broke and replaced anything that needed to be done. It's just another one of those things, you know. I just have one after another where I was growing up that I got hurt, just different things, you know. But I mean, I don't see that I did really anything wrong. It shouldn't have broke, you know. I guess it was, I don't know if it was even rusted or what. I don't know how it broke. But it did. And obviously that scared me, you know. I didn't know what, I thought it was a lot worse, a lot bigger cut because of all the blood. But it was really only about like that. But I'm just thankful to God that it wasn't any further over this way. If it would have hit my eyes as much as it went in here, it would have, you know, I probably wouldn't be able to see out of this eye today, you know, if it had hit it, because it would have gone in my eye. So that's today's story, everybody. Hope you're enjoying story time. I was looking. Some of them aren't as, you know, dramatic, or, you know, some of them I didn't get hurt in. But I was looking, there's probably about 20 more, something like that. And there's probably more that I never wrote down that I might have maybe kind of blocked out or something. I don't know. But I don't think I have every one of them wrote down. If I think of them, if something jogs my memory, I'll write them down if I can think of any new ones. But I've got plenty of them. I mean, there's some there. There's some. And there's one. I think there's some more back this way. Right there. 2 more pages. And like I said, and here's some more. So I got plenty of them. I mean, I could probably write a book if I wanted to. But everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's morning coffee break / story time / veggie update / review. And I like these. This is much better. This is what I should be eating at night instead of a cookie or some kind of cake or something like that. You know, this ain't going to be... And it's not really that filling, so to speak, but it is satisfying and it tastes good. So that would probably, you know, take care of my sweet cravings. So I'm going to keep this in there. That, and I can eat the Rice Krispies bars, you know, the whatever you call them, I guess Rice Krispie bars. I can eat those. They don't really have fat in them or anything. They got a little bit of sugar, but they're not that bad. And rice does not bother my stomach in one bit. Never has. I can eat those. And rice cakes. I've got some rice cakes in there, and they are the best thing to have as far as calories. The one I'm using right now is the same brand, Simply Nature, I believe, or it's from Aldi. And they only have 50 calories in them. All this stuff is good. The Simply Nature, and I think there's another one they call something like that. Simple Truth. That might be Kroger, Simple Truth. But I hope y'all enjoyed this morning. I noticed I got over 100 views on yesterday's morning coffee break. Thank you very much. That's if I can get over 100 views on any video, I'm very happy. And then it's just bonus, if there's more than that. I'm hoping one day that my morning prayer requests and devotions will get to the 100 mark. I'll never stop doing that. That's why I started my channel, was for the prayer requests and devotions to help others. And all these other things have just evolved that I do since then. But I would really like to see 100 views on a morning prayer request and devotions. That would just tickle me to death, and I'm sure it would the Lord too. So if you haven't ever watched morning prayer requests, you don't have to watch it in the morning. You can watch it whenever it's convenient for you. I think you'll be blessed by it when you watch it. And of course, praying for everybody is the most important thing there is with all that's going on. But I'll be uploading a Kroger haul, the $5. Let's see, buy 5 get $5 off, and I used Fetch now because they had, if you bought $15 worth of Unilever, which I use Suave, if you buy 15, you got $5 back. Now, one thing I noticed about Fetch, and I've since talked to other people, is they use like a computer deal to scan your ticket. You take a picture of your ticket. Well, obviously it messes up some, because they said I still needed to buy $3.04 of Suave products to get my 5,000 points, but which means $5 basically, because you get a card, you get gift cards. But I was over. The way I figured it, I got 8 bottles, and they were $1.99 each. That came to $15.92, I believe it was. So I emailed them, and I wasn't very nice, and I told them I wasn't happy about the first transaction that I made with them. And since I've understood, they even have a note in there saying that if it messes up, that I'm supposed to correct it. No, you need to correct it. So they'll. But when I talked to I think it was Beth, the frugal mama in the woods, she said she's had trouble, but they've always fixed it. Now it may be the weekend. I don't know if they do anything on the weekends, but I guess they got several emails waiting from me. So hey, honey. So they're looking good, aren't they? So they just better fix it. I mean, I told them I wasn't happy. I took another picture of it. Maybe thought they didn't see it at the angle it was in. And that's the sunflower microgreens or sprouts. They're looking good. We'll be eating them in a salad soon. And there's radishes out there too, pretty big. We need to have them. And that is going to be lettuce, both of these. And of course, that's a little eggplant. And then the tomatoes. These look great. But anyway, everybody, I think that's going to be it for now. They'll get it fixed, I took a second picture. This shows how, you could, I don't know. I took a second picture of the receipt, and now it says I have something like 14,000 points. Well, that's too many. So I just want the 5,000 they owed me. I'm not going to double dip, but I thought I needed to take another picture. Maybe they could see it at a different, maybe I didn't have it all in or something, I was thinking. But I'm thinking by probably Monday, if they don't do anything on the weekends, they'll check it and correct it. I'm not going to redeem points that I'm not due, but yeah, right now it says I have 14,000. I should have had like 8,000, something like that, which is plenty to cash out and get a gift card. So thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. Please press that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out, and share with everybody you know on earth. Please, please. All right, everybody. I will go ahead and upload that Kroger haul because that's interesting. I think y'all will be interested in that. And after that, I'm not for sure what I'll do the rest of the day. I need to relax some. It was a really busy day yesterday. I was just exhausted. Have you ever been so tired that you couldn't go to sleep? I mean, my mind was swirling. I was so tired, but I couldn't go to sleep. Finally, I did, and then I overslept. So I needed to sleep, for quite a while. But thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I'll be seeing you later on. God bless.